In other news, there is a poll circulating around town about 2028 and a race for the presidency. I know, it's a little early.
What the hell's going on out here?
But it turns out that one Kamala Harris
What?
is the Democratic frontrunner.
Wow! Are you retarded?
I'm Jazz Berganzo on this. I know it's a joke. I know it's funny, but
You serious?
it's what's next. Happy Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, salt. If you guys are feeling good today on this day. Well, I know it's way too early. The man is not even in office yet. We still have, less than 40 days before the inauguration. But there's already talk of 2028. I know. It's way too early in the game, but go with me on this. We've got to have a little fun. There is a poll circulating around town that talks about the 28 race and, of course, the race for the presidency and its frontrunners or nominees. Well, it turns out that one Kamala Harris, yes, haven't mentioned her name in a while. You know, she's the forgotten one. One Kamala Harris, Willie Brown side piece, is the Democratic frontrunner. I'll wait till you stop laughing, because I had a nice chuckle when I first read this. But, yeah. So, we're going to have fun with this. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Nolte, Kamala Harris way in front of the 2028 Democratic presidential contenders. Yeah, she doesn't know how either. Kamala Harris leads her closest potential 28 Democrat presidential contenders by 33 points, according to polling from Echelon Insights. Don't know who that polling company is. Don't care. Here's a breakdown. Vice President Kamala Harris at 41%. Gavin Newsom, 8%. Josh Shapiro, 7%. Pete Buttplugs, 6%. And one Tampon Tim coming in at a robust 6%. On one side of the scenario, you can see why Democratic voters support her. Even after her massive loss to one President Donald Trump 2 weeks ago. She still has the best name recognition. She's been vice president for 4 years. Worthless. She's never worked at a McDonald's. True. She received 74 million votes. Bullshit. You can also argue that with a little over 100 days to pull a campaign together, she did pretty well. Not really. On the other side of the argument is the fact that you have Democrats that have a pretty weak field. Newsom has done a terrible job governing California. Did you see when Newsom went up against one macho man, Ron DeSantis, in a mock debate earlier this year? Yeah, he got smoked. So there you go. But Buttigieg is a weirdo who failed as a transportation secretary. Yes, Mayor Pete failed and failed miserably. Waltz is even weirder. Absolutely. Shapiro is Jewish. That's a problem, for the pro-Hamas wing of the party. Above all, who gazes upon Kamala Harris and sees her as ready for another run for the presidency? In her first attempt to become president in 2020 was a disaster because, of course, she got smoked by one Tulsi Gabbard. She ended up dropping out before a single vote was cast. And while you can sympathize with Kamala being thrust into the middle of her 24 campaign with little or no notice, one fact remains, she never improved as a candidate. Over 100 plus days, she never improved at answering questions, talking to voters, sitting with friendly interviews. She was shocking to watch as an adult woman with a law degree who has spent decades in the public eye flame out in one softball interview after another. Listen, 41% might make her the favorite, but 59% of Democrats would like to see someone else. Of course, 92% don't want second place Newsom without a better choice arriving on the scene. 41% support could be considered good enough. Overall, I think the poll just shows how weak the Democratic presidential bench is. Harris had $1.5 billion to spend. $1.5 billion, and she's 20 in the hole. All the corporate media, Hollywood, and most of big tech backing her, and she still lost a popular vote in every swing state. If Democrats are looking at her as their best hope in 2028, well, looks like they're... And why? Because no one excites them. 4 years, however, is a long time, especially in politics. The same way Clinton, Obama, and Trump seem to come out of nowhere, so too could an appealing Democrat. Anyway, although I try to stay away from prediction business, I'd be shocked if Kamila was the 28th nominee. Of course, if President Trump executes his agenda, all that peace and prosperity would make Vice President-elect J.D. Vance a shoo-in for 28, and Democrats might see Kamala as the perfect sacrifice. Kamila in 28. I know. Way too early to be talking about that shit, but yet here we are. It's embarrassing. They have nobody. I've even heard rumors that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, yes, Sandy, yes, that little bartender, might run in 2028 for the presidential nominee for Democrats. Yeah. So we go from one idiot to an even bigger idiot. Well, that's always a plus. But the fact of the matter is that if it turns out that Kamila is the 28th nominee, she's going to run up against one or two people. It's either going to be J.D. Vance or it's going to be Ron DeSantis. Either way, she gets smoked. She gets smoked like a blunt. And that would be exciting to many people. And once again, a replay of 2024 would be absolutely delicious. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This was next. Oh, and for those who actually think that Newsome would have a chance, well, if anybody was paying any attention, earlier in the year, and I mentioned it earlier in the article, that he went up against DeSantis in a one-on-one mock debate, and DeSantis smoked his ass. What are you guys going to do? What are you guys going to do? Absolutely nothing. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is what's next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.